Whilst others see a bloodbath, I see buying opportunities. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. What do I have for you guys? Well, as JD.com billionaire and founder just put in an order for an ET9, yes, you heard that right. Um, and we knew from the very beginning the kind of people ordering an ET9 would be CEOs of companies, professional athletes, businessmen, doctors, lawyers, etc., etc. This is exactly what's happening. They are going from buying a Bentley to buying an ET9, the most advanced, luxurious EV in the world. Well, while that's happening, China has raised its goods from to 84%, its tariffs to 84%, as the EU prepares to also retaliate today. And I think the EU is just going to do a 25% reciprocal tariffs. China says, 84%. How you like them apples? And one guy on my job yesterday, we were discussing it, and he said, yeah, people should pay more. Consumption is too high. You can't make these things up. And a lot of it is, like I spoke before, when people vote for a certain political figure, no matter what that figure does, that person in their eyes can do no wrong. It's a tribal mentality. And even though I voted for Trump, I am willing to admit if he makes a mistake or not. Sadly, most people throughout the world, like the people who voted for genocidal Josephine, no matter what he did, he could do no wrong as well. And this is what you call the sheep mentality, the cattle mentality. Well, anyway, China has retaliated with 84% tariffs. So now the average American who's already struggling, when they go to Walmart, where 98% of the items in there is made in China, when they go to wherever, Macy's, their electronic stores, but on top of that, China has put a further ban on exporting rare earth minerals that is needed for weaponry, that is needed for chips, and other things in the green energy sector towards America. Well, that means that 84% means that the EV industry in China that needs to buy chips from NVIDIA will have to pay 84% tariffs on top of what they're paying NVIDIA. So do you still think they will do that to drag their margins down, or do you think they will be buying the God chip from NEO? Now you see why Money Making Mitch don't panic. Do you think they'll still buy Linux, or do you think they will turn to Skyos from NEO? And do you think they will buy the NEO World Model driverless system, or do you think that they will still be outsourcing it? So there's a lot happening that will cause NEO to become profitable in a sudden and massive way this year. And analysts already admitted that the tariffs will affect American auto industry way harder. In fact, it will only affect them, and it will have minimal to no effect on the Chinese EV industry, because the Chinese auto EV industry, the Chinese auto manufacturers don't sell in America for the most part. They sell throughout the world except America. So this is getting very interesting now, where the American consumer will be paying an extreme amount for cars and goods, while the Chinese consumer wouldn't have to worry about that. And I said it when Donald Trump came into office, that he's coming into a different White House, because while the Biden administration put the block on the Chinese EV industry that even if they build here, they cannot sell here, China was paying attention, and they kept growing their BRICS countries and kept looking for markets outside of America, like Latin America, Africa, etc., etc. And now China is in the position where they weren't before. Now they are in the position to lash back hard because they don't need the American industry anymore. They don't need the American market, anymore. But America needs the Chinese market. That is the difference now. The coin has flipped. So what else is happening? Well, this is the third partnership. NIO signs a new deal to add 50 more swap stations in the East China Shandong province. And I said that this is coming, and more partnerships, and more counties are going to jump in. And it's getting yummy for the tummy. While the share price drop, the 1% will keep buying. This is the third partnership NIO has announced in the past month with a state-owned company to build battery swap stations. NIO has finalized similar partnerships in 15 provinces, and the number is growing. NIO Power, which is going to bring us dedicated revenue. And if cattle buys a controlling arm, remember NIO has spoken about doing a spin-off, NIO Power, and we most likely will, not most likely, we will get shares in that spin-off. And that will be a dividend-paying company in the near future. Yes. The power unit of NIO signed a new agreement to build a new batch of battery swap stations with a partner. NIO Power and Jinghe Tech Holding Group signed a strategic cooperation agreement today in Jinjiang, Shandong to build 50 battery swap stations in the eastern Chinese province, according to a statement by NIO. The first 3 NIO battery swap stations built under the partnership went live today. Under the partnership, according to the statement posted on NIO's mobile app. And I think we added 4 more battery swap stations yesterday. Jinjiang High Tech is a state-owned enterprise in Shandong province with total assets of $5.5 billion, according to a profile on the Jinjiang government website. The company was established in November 2017, and listen to this, guys, and is mainly responsible for urban development and infrastructure construction. So I've always spoken about infrastructure will win the day, and it is the most important element in any business and in any country if you want development. So at one point, America had the best infrastructure in the world, bar none. Now it's China. The company was established in November 2017. To date, NIO Power has more than 180 battery swap stations and more than 850 charging piles in the same state, Shandong. And now they're going to build 50 more with the help of the state. And has cumulatively provided more than 1.2 million battery swap to users in the province, according to NIO. 1.2 million just in that province. But they were saying, the shorts were saying, this is cash burn, this is a waste. They should still just stick to make EVs. Don't make chips. Don't do battery swap stations. It's a waste. Even some of the people who wanted the share price to skyrocket quickly, they were saying NIO should stop building battery swap stations for a little bit. Just make EVs so our share price would go up. The new partnership will help speed up the construction of electric vehicle replenishment infrastructure in Shandong, NIO said. NIO currently has a total of 3,249 battery swap stations in China and has provided more than 70 million battery swaps in total. The company has finalized similar partnerships in 15 provinces, and the number is growing. Yes, I didn't even know it was 15, and it is growing. NIO's head of energy, industry, and partnership said, these partners will work with us to build China's largest battery swap network with complete independent intellectual property rights. Very important, you said. This is the third similar partnership with a state-owned enterprise announced by NIO in the past month, and the fourth since last October. So I'm not going to go in the whole article, guys. But it says NIO construction of battery swap stations this year, and I said this before, would be funded primarily by its partners, NEO founder, chairman, and CEO William Lee said in an interview with local media last month. So this is why I don't panic as Trump continues down the wrong rabbit hole that he started the first time around, that the Biden administration increased, and now he is further trying to exacerbate that. China is prepared this time around. So I hope he wakes up, but if he doesn't, he will be holding his ankles. So I hope you guys found this video yet again to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and the editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the game is played in Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.